Hey, welcome to the Citrus County Chronicle. We are here today with Tifani Long. Tifani is seeking the Supervisor of Elections seat. What we did was we invited all of those candidates that you're going to see on the primary ballot in to talk with them for a few minutes and just share with you a little bit about who they are and their mission. So, Tifani, welcome.
Hi, nice to be here.
So tell us a little bit about you, maybe your background, your candidacy, that sort of thing.
Sure. I've lived in Citrus County since 1991. I grew up here. I'm the eldest of five, so leadership right off the bat there. We grew up here. I went to Central Catholic, which is now Pope John Paul.
Yep.
Nope, Saint John Paul now.
Yeah.
Yes. Yep. And I went through to 8th grade, then I ran out of grades. I graduated from Lecanto High School. After that, I worked at American Safety Institute in Crystal River. They were one of the forerunners in getting the ticket classes and then the 4-hour permit classes online. So that was kind of interesting to see up close. They had, they would come back with their edits for what we had to do, bring it back to Tallahassee, come back and forth. So, and that was really the first job I had that I got introduced to technology. Mm-hmm. I'm in that weird generation where you started off at home and there was no internet. And then just about the time I was going to college, then everyone had internet. So it was the first job that really got my interest into technology. After that, I went to National Background Data. And I bring it up because it was basically like wholesale criminal data that was from all 50 states and somewhat international. So there were the same rules and guidelines as far as when things had to be edited, when they had to be updated. So I'm used to those kind of rigorous schedules as far as that goes. And then as far as Supervisor of Elections, my platform, I am first one would be obviously election integrity, security purposes, things like that. And like I said, I do have that technological background. I find that it's important because technology is evolving. It's evolving very quickly. And with this job, you also have new laws all the time. And it's a very quick-paced thing where things can change and be very different. I like to stay on top of those with the technology and such. And I find that there's a lot of disinformation going around, and I find that it's from the lack of information. I feel like things could be put out a little better, a little easier to find, and so that the community, the voters, they know what's going on. They don't have to guess about certain things, how new vote by mailing works and things like that nature. Next thing, there's a high turnover rate, and
within the office currently?
Yeah,
okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I think that needs to be addressed because errors can happen. When you've got people that are stressed out, burnt out, or new to a position they've never had before, errors can happen, and that's a scary thing. And this, especially if you've got new employees coming in and out of this building all the time. So I think that's a concern there too. One of the things I'm really passionate about is there's a program in several other counties that they've already started, and it's called Youth at the Booth. And it allows pre-registered high schoolers or college students to come in and be election workers. So we seem to be having a lack of election workers. This would bring a younger crowd in. They would get to see voting up front and get a front row and get to participate in it, see how it works.
Very good, very good. So you've talked about a couple issues that are kind of key to your candidacy, and I'm sure there's a whole host of others. If there was just one issue that was kind of stood above and beyond the others that's really resonates with you, what would be that one key issue for you, do you think?
Well, I think you can kind of tie them all in together with better sense of communication.
Okay.
I think that spans all three of those planks. And I have obviously more creative ideas and other things that I would like to do, but those are the main ones. And I think that just getting information out there and making voters aware of the different programs that the state offers and letting them know how a lot of this works. Because it's funny. I've talked to a lot of people since I started this, getting petitions signed and
Sure.
whatnot, and they're like, "Oh, what does Supervisor of Elections do?" Well, supervise, but and they don't know that they conduct the training and they hire all the people that come in and the people that are going to be greeting you, the people you're going to see when you go out on election day or early vote. So I think it's important to get more of that information out there.
Very good. So speaking of early voting and election day, I want to take the opportunity to remind folks that are watching of some important dates, which I wrote down so I didn't get wrong. I would hate to be talking with a candidate for Supervisor of Elections to get some of the dates wrong, right? So just as a reminder, July 22nd, that is the deadline to change party affiliation or to register to vote for this cycle. Also, August 9th through 17th, those are the early vote dates, and early vote locations will be open from 9 a.m. till 6 p.m. And then, of course, we have Election Day, August the 20th, from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Tifani Long is looking to be the next Supervisor of Elections. So, Tifani, thank you so much for spending some time with us today.
Yes, thank you for having me. And I would like to also include that many of the elections will be decided in the August 20th primary because they're universal contest.
Yep.
So we really want to urge everyone to get out. I mean, we always want to urge everyone to get out, but especially with there being so many decided, we want everyone's voice heard.
Very good. Thank you so much.
Thank you.